welcome to that time of the month. So as you might or might not know, that I was actually away for most of July. So I went to Singapore, Malaysia and Taiwan, and just to let you know, the collective haul / weird things that I picked up is coming up soon. But before that, obviously my July favorites and empties, I rarely have a very small empties because I usually finish with a lot of products. On my trip, I use a lot of just like sample packets and like sample size products so that when I finish using it, I can just throw it out. My luggage was actually missing for a whole 9 days. So lucky that I didn't have important things in there that I actually needed to use straight away. That's a whole different story. So without further ado, I'm gonna go straight into it. The very first product is the Garnier Cleansing Water All-in-One. So it removes makeup, cleanses, soothes, no rinsing needed. So I know this water has been out for a long time. I only bought it because it is obviously affordable. It's price-wise, it's like a lot more affordable than Bioderma. And I have to say, it doesn't irritate my eyes. However, I do feel like you definitely need to double cleanse your face. So it doesn't matter what cleanser I use, I always cleanse again in the shower because I just want to make sure every ounce or spot of makeup is clean and off my face. So I use this to remove the surface layer. So I put it on a cotton pad, wipe it through a couple of times. Usually I do like the makeup remover first for eyes and lips, and then I use this to go over so it removes all the greasy bits, and then I will again double cleanse in the shower again. It's not something that I will actually, you know, like actively go out to buy. Shiseido Perfect Remover for Eye and Lip, and this is one I picked up when I went to Japan. So it's actually the Japanese version of the Shiseido one, I believe. This one does remove waterproof mascara, eyeliner, and all of that good stuff, and it doesn't irritate the eyes. It is actually, for me, the texture of this feels a little bit grainy for some reason. It makes me wonder if my eyes are actually oily or if it's wet. Like, I'm a little bit confused. Like, I think that it's a great eye makeup remover for what it is, but it's not something that I'll be like, oh, this is so amazing. And again, with the twist cap, is not something that I'm a fan of because I just feel fine doing this is quite annoying. I much prefer a clip, open and close. Okay, next one is, this is kind of almost finished. I guess only like 1 use left on this. This is the Lush Rose Jam, and it's the shower gel, and this is actually a limited edition. I got this from a really good friend of mine, Carol, and it was a limited edition, like a strawberry like kit or something, and this is one of the products in the kit. I love roses, but rose jam is just overly sweet to me. I like sweet things, but not on my body, if that makes sense. I don't know, for some reason, I feel like if I'm like smothering sweet jam on my skin, I feel like the ants will come and start crawling all over my body. So I am not something that I'll actually go out and repurchase again. I'm pretty much just using it because I have it lying there, and I do have a lot of products to go through on a monthly basis, as you guys know. So that's just one of the things. I finished up the Lift Serum by Chanel, and this is what I said before. I used the Ultra Lift Correction, which was the older version, and the new Lift range is basically a revamped version of that one. I can't use this all over my face. It is definitely a bit more too rich for me. I only use it for the jawline to basically be that V shape. So I'm always constantly on the lookout for anything that's firming and lifting for my jawline, because I don't want, you know, I already have 3 chins, so I don't need an extra one to grow because I'm not taking care of the skin around this area. This is like, you know, okay, my mom loves it, so it's something that I think if your mom is looking for something like that, she'll probably would like to try this. I also finished the SunCut UV Essence. It's a spray sunscreen, and it's not much left of it, it's a little bit left. Okay, so basically I use this obviously religiously every day when I was overseas. So it was summer in Malaysia, Singapore and Taiwan, and pretty much it's always summer in Singapore, Malaysia. So I like the tan, but obviously I don't like the, I guess, the health and the danger that comes with, you know, getting a tan. So I want to make sure that my skin is protected. And this is a very easy, like lazy way to apply sunscreen, because all you gotta do is just spray it on your body and out you go. People might think that, oh my god, a spray on like sunscreen, I feel unprotected because it's not like the same as rubbing the moisturizer onto your skin. I actually think that it works equally fine. I went to this island and it was so hot. I was really worried that I was gonna get sunburnt because I was like, today's sun is ridiculous, and I didn't have a hat or anything like that, so all I had was this, and I wasn't burnt. I was shocked. I was like, wow, I cannot believe this actually works. So fully recommend this. I also finished the Banish Roller kit because obviously with these roller kits, you're supposed to use them up to, I believe 10 times or a little bit more than that. I think 10 times or so, and then you have to throw them out. So if you use it for more than 10 times, it's not gonna, the needles are not gonna be sharp enough and you're just not doing much to the skin. So I think 10 times, and then you have to replace these or throw them out. Not replace them because you can't replace the heads, but just basically throw these out. I have to say again, if you have active, you know, like active raw pimples, then you shouldn't be using this because this is only effective on like scarring. So if you have like the aftermath of, you know, a huge breakout, your pimple's already clear, but you just got all these, you know, really, I guess, unpleasant scarring, like uneven skin tone and like those ice pick scarring, things like that. This is what it helps. It basically helps to produce the collagen in that area, like basically reactivate the collagen production and help the skin, you know, heal in that way. But if you have active acne, all you're gonna do is basically spreading that bacteria all over your face. So don't roll if you have active acne, only roll when your skin is completely cleared, it's just the scarring. I also finished one of these really cute hand creams. I got it because it's cute and also because I really like the smell. It smells like peaches and it kind of reminds me of like those really fruity like smelling or really nice smelling lip glosses that the Korean makeup do, and I love those. The texture of this hand cream is quite thick, so it's definitely great in winter for like if you have like the dry spots on your elbows or your like feet. In summer it's a little bit thick for me and I feel like it can be a little bit too oily for my hand. This is the e.l.f. eyeshadow or eyelid primer. This is in the color Sheer. At first I didn't like the texture because it was quite runny. Like I felt like it was a little bit too wet and I had to like rub it off, like rub it all over my eyelid, and it felt like it kind of looked a bit like concealer. I wasn't a very big fan of it until it got towards the end when it was actually running out, that the texture became a lot more creamier and I felt like the color blended a lot better, and I actually use this to like basically give me like a matte eyeshadow look. If I was just to play with matte colors, this is a great matte color to go underneath or on top if you wanted to like make the eye look a bit more, I guess, brighter. So I've been using that for that, especially under the brow bone and in the inner corners. It's like a brightening effect. Okay, so I also finished off one of the Sublimage Essence by Chanel, and I've actually had this for a very, very long time. The reason why I bought this and the reason why I was sold on this is because it actually has detoxing effects. So the reason why it's so expensive is because it contains this golden flower that basically blossoms for a day. People in the mountain, the Himalayas, used it as like a form of medicine. So it was like quite healing, and also I heard that basically it helps to detox the skin. So you actually have to massage this into your face. If my skin is breaking out, obviously there's a lot of toxins in my face, and if I can detox it, then obviously it might clear my skin a little bit. So I basically invested and wanted to try this. However, let me just get this clear. I like the product. I feel like it doesn't break me out as much, but it didn't do much for my pimples either. So I was thinking maybe I shouldn't be spending this much money on something that wasn't doing a huge difference to my skin. One thing that I love about traveling to Asian countries is that I get to buy pimple stickers, because it is so hard to find pimple stickers in Australia. I don't understand, maybe people here don't get acne. So when I was in Malaysia, Singapore and Taiwan, I went a little bit crazy with acne stickers, okay? So every place I went to had different ones, and I have tried all of them. So I'll just quickly show you. The first place I went to was Malaysia, and they only had Watsons. So I went there and found this one. This is actually the acne patch by SNP, which is actually a Korean brand, because there's a lot of Korean writing on there, so I was thinking that's weird to find that in Malaysia. So inside it comes in a packet like this. You get about 6 big ones and 6 tiny ones, and it was very fine, very thin. I don't think it actually heals the pimple, it just covers it. So I guess it didn't actually make the pimple smaller or whatever, it just looked like it covered it. I expect it to do concealing, healing and reducing. Like, I expect my pimple stickers to do magic, okay? And this one only performed like so-so. And when I was in Singapore, I came across these really cute Miacare pimple stickers, okay? And they came in like a day one and a night one, and also had another packet that was like day and night. So I picked up all of them. The reason why I got it, A, was because it says Miacare, so it had my name on it. and B, that was the only pimple stickers I could find in Singapore. So I felt like it did a little bit more than that. I felt like, oh, because it's not clear, it must have a little bit more healing property than this absolutely clear one, because it looked like it was tape. So I was like, maybe this will do more than just covering the acne. So I used both the day and night one, and I used it on this pimple that was underneath my nose for like the whole trip. It was horrible. I think the day one actually performed a little bit better than the night one. To my conclusion is that these, compared to the usual ones that I use, which is like the Acne brand one that I always use, that compared to the Acne brand that I always use, I still find the Acne one a little bit better. I can actually see a difference the next morning when I take it off, and I feel like it does flatten the acne and it actually heals it. So now we're going into our favorites. Now this month's favorites is a little bit of a weird combination. So first thing is, this is the leg concealer in the color bronze by Glamorous It Girl, okay? And it smells like fancy fruit. So I only picked this up because we were shopping in Taiwan looking for something to sort of like conceal and maybe just even out the coloring of that area, because it's so evident there's 2 bites on my legs. So anyways, I picked this up and I used it when I went out with my friends in Taiwan, and I actually really liked it because it kind of made my legs look really smooth and shiny, and it looked like I kind of just did a fresh tan, but I actually didn't. It didn't rub off on my clothes either, which is actually surprising. And so yeah, definitely recommend this if you guys can know where to pick this up. I also wanted to show you that I bought this really cute ring when I was in Malaysia, and I believe this shop is actually stocks a lot of products from Korea, so I actually don't think it's Malaysian. But anyways, I found this really cute ring, and it's got like a cat and a little fish. It is super cute. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my god, it's so adorable. Yeah, so I got that ring. Okay, so a bag that I used pretty much every day when I was on my trip is this one, and it's something, this is a sort of the bag that I kind of use on my days off anyways. So when I'm not at work, I like to use a smaller size bag just to fit a few basic things like your wallet, phone, and maybe just like a eyeliner and lip gloss and your keys. That's it. So this size bag is great for like this kind of like everyday use besides work. I believe this color is like a seasonal color, but you can get this during like non-season time, like in black or something like that. But this is like a olivey green color. Got it ages ago. So basically just one compartment with like a zip at the back, and you can wear this 2 chains, like single chain or double chain, depends on you, but I just like to wear this single chain, and I feel like it fits everything, and I've been wearing this to death. And because it's like caviar leather, you don't have to worry too much about it being scratched or wet or anything like that, so it's pretty easy to maintain. Lip product that I loved to death when I was on my trip is this YSL. So when I used to use the Hourglass lip oil religiously because my lips were so dry, especially in winter, and I use that lip oil like all the time because it was like a clear color and it just made my lips look hydrated, and it kind of looked like I was wearing a gloss without the sticky feel. This is basically that, but better, because it smells better, first of all, and secondly, it has a tint of color. So it's a really light sort of pinky color that makes your lips look like it's naturally, you know, flushed with that sort of glossy look. Okay, so that is it for the month of July. If you have any questions about any of these products, leave your comments below and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!